This is the introduction to Srila Rupa Goswami's Upadesamrta with commentary by Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Srila Rupa Goswami presents in his Upadesamrta some of the most basic yet indispensable instructions for the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In 11 stanzas, Rupa Goswami takes us from the foundational instructions of controlling our senses to the summit of theism, the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, Radhadasyam. His Upadesamrta is a very important work in Chaitanya Vaishnavism, not only because of its essential instructions, but also because of the very identity of the author himself. Having descended to this world from the most intimate circle of Sri Krishna's confidential servitor associates, Srila Rupa Goswami, who is known in Krishna Lila as Sri Rupa Manjari, is fully aware of and in total harmony with every aspect of devotional life. He is most qualified to explain the concepts of devotion because he was personally chosen by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself to do this. Each and every aspect of his instructions is meant to assist us in our quest to become pure devotees of the Lord. It is all important. Nothing can be neglected. This book contains the illuminations of the guardian of devotion, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, for each verse. Although Srila Sridhar Maharaj did not write a commentary per se on the Upadesamrta, the illuminations contained herein within this present work have been taken from many individual talks and writings of Srila Sridhar Maharaj wherever and whenever he discussed the Upadesamrta and its concepts. As such, they provide a rather complete commentary. It has been noted by Srila Sridhar Maharaj's godbrothers that he was chosen by his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, in his last days of his life to sing the esoteric song Sri Rupa Manjari Pada of Narottam Das Thakur. They considered this singular event to indicate the unique position of Srila Sridhar Maharaj as being a qualified member of Sri Rupa Manjari's entourage. Consequently, there is no one more qualified than Srila Sridhar Maharaj to comment on the words of Srila Rupa Goswami. Devotional service is divided into 3 branches, namely the goal of life, prayojana, the means or process of achieving this goal, abhideya, and the knowledge or understanding of the entire process, sambandha. During the primary devotional stages, the fundamental principles of bhakti are emphasized. Yet, even in later stages, these same basic principles still form the substance and structure of our activities and are no less important. Some amongst us who have continually heard the basic teachings of devotion may scoff to hear it repeated again. But we must ask ourselves whether or not we have actually understood these crucial instructions. Are we truly practicing them diligently? If not, we delude and disqualify ourselves from the true experience. Casualness and complacency are our worst enemies. Cheap imitators of devotional principles wish to dispense with the fundamental stages of sadhana bhakti and jump to the advanced practices of devotional activities. The devotional process necessitates that we strive to purify ourselves. This very struggle is in itself a qualification for devotional advancement. Our purpose in life is not simply to enjoy the Lord's pastimes, but to assist him in his pastimes as a humble servant. Herein lies the key to devotion. We are meant to be the Lord's servants, for he is the enjoyer, not us. Consider the foolishness of meeting a distinguished personality wearing sweaty, unclean clothes and without having taken a bath. Similarly, when inviting the Lord into our life and into our hearts, we must follow the process of purification. How foolish it is to think that the Lord will choose to appear in a dirty, lackadaisical heart rather than a heart that is pure and sincere. We must show our sincerity, for devotion is a descending process. By our endeavor, we accomplish nothing without the grace of the Lord. Without his mercy, we cannot advance. We cannot hope to achieve perfection. It is all by grace, by his grace, by his mercy only. Yet, there is a price for achieving this mercy. Sincerity, humility, determination, echoed in the third verse of the Upadesamrta. Can a student of mathematics expect to comprehend algebra or calculus without first knowing how to add and subtract? How many kindergarten students are qualified to leap straight into college? Similarly, we cannot expect to understand nor be qualified to enter into the esoteric and intimate pastimes of our Lord Krishna without progressing gradually through the basic stages of devotion. The poor and stained records of those who attempt to take shortcuts in the process of devotion bear witness to this. The great souls whose very lives are living testaments to the veracity of this process illuminate our way. They are the pillars of success to which we can look for guidance at every step. In this regard, the Upadesamrta of Srila Rupa Goswami will always be one of the most important works for all time, for all devotees in every stage of devotion. Chidandi Bhikshu, Bhakti Bhavan Vishnu. So this most important work is also part of many other important works by the Goswamis and other great souls in our parampara. In particular, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and even Ramananda Roy in some of the most essential and basic principles of devotional life. So in Allahabad and Benares and Puri and other places, Mahaprabhu gave these powerful instructions, many of which are nicely presented in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I invite you to also partake in those conversations. Hare Krishna.